Heist time.
It's heist time.
Yeah. Considering we're getting into the meat of this race now, I've decided on a different sort of audio for this particular session.
Good.
Yeah.
Fucking good. Fucking yes. Yellow Line's such a good fucking song.
So, where we last left off, you guys had successfully headed out to the outer planets, located a flag, and tested your wit against a pair of sphinxes. We're not going to let it go for free. Having done so, you were informed by Harvey, who is flying your secondary spelljammer, that smugglers in the Storal Belt have, smugglers in the Storal Belt have happened across one of the flags and have spread the word throughout the belt that it is up for auction to the highest bidder. Harvey has warned you after you teleported to the ship that they will likely wait for at least 3 bidders before opening the auction. The elves are already here, seeing as they have bases throughout the Storal Belt. And last you heard, the pirates were on their way. There was absolutely no chance that you could actually win the bidding war against the Imperial Elves. And so you will have to decide how else to obtain information on where the flag could be and get there before anyone else. So it is in your hands. What do you do?
That's a good thing we spent all week discussing what we were doing.
Yeah, sure. Let's pretend. I completely forgot.
I think our best bet, wasn't it, like, find someone who knows and, like, basically mind control them into telling us, and then we go there and we steal it?
Something like that. We discussed getting more information by pretending that we're going to actually participate in the auction. I don't know if that's something we want to do or not.
I think we should, because we do have 2 spelljammers. We can always get Harvey to get a head start on going towards where the other flag is, if it comes to that.
Well, at the moment you are with Harvey, and you have left Silky behind to get your get the Saffron Lady over towards the other outer planet.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the faster ship? Would that be the Man of War, or would that be our little, like, supply ship? I'm not actually sure which one is faster.
The Lamprey is a bit faster.
Okay. Right,
But when it comes to Spelljammer cruising speeds, it is fairly similar. It's not quite like terrestrial ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the way you speed up a Spelljammer is by getting a higher quality helm, which starts at 500,000 and goes up from there.
Alas, we are filthy poors.
So maybe we should pretend to be interested in auctioning so that way we can learn where it is. And then when we learn where it is, we teleport to the land.
Well, they won't just tell us where it is,
Well,
but we
yeah.
might learn who knows where it is.
Yeah, and then we force them one way or another to tell us.
Or we might stumble upon a plan that wouldn't, like, I don't know. I still feel like there must be some way to. Yeah, we just don't have enough information about how the handover would work. I mean, again, heist-wise, it's always very good if you can, steal it at the perfect moment.
I will say
if
that
it's going to be in transport at some point,
the smugglers around here sound like they're awfully familiar with elven tactics, and elven tactics include a lot of magic. I don't think they've spread word amongst their own people just about where the flag is.
Yeah, exactly. So we might need a more cunning plan. Like the whole brute force mind control thing, I don't really know if that'll work.
Well, I also do have modify memory.
Ooh.
I can be a bit more subtle. I can implant the memory that the auction was held yesterday, for instance, and we won the bidding in a surprise upset.
Huh. Okay, well that could make it simple. We'd still have to find the right person, though, and figure out exactly how it'll all go down.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be the first step, is if we go announce that we intend to participate, then perhaps they will let us ask some questions about, because it wouldn't seem that suspicious if we wanted to ask questions about, how would it work if we won the bidding? Will we be taken to the flag? Will the flag be brought to us? Etc. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem too suspicious.
All right. So are we agreed that that's how we're going to proceed at first, at least? That's how we're going to proceed?
Could you explain it again real quick?
Just we're going to pretend to be interested in the auction and then ask some questions under that pretense?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, with the initial plan at least settled, you head off into the Storal Belt, and it is still several days on the ship before you reach your final destination, which is just another one of the asteroids in the belt. Just sort of oblong, rotating relatively quickly, pitted with craters, but also a good half of it is covered in fields that appear to be doing fairly well in the stony soil.
Okay.
The other half of it is covered in lights and domes and domiciles of various sizes and varieties. It looks more cobbled together even than the village you visited back when you were on the moon. It's a bit tricky at first, lining up your ship in order to match the orbit or the rotation of the asteroid, but eventually you figure it out and you land on a fairly self-contained crater near the town, but with good sight lines, just in case anybody gets any bright ideas about taking your ship.
All right.
when you climb out of the crater and head towards the town you saw, well, the first thing you do is get slightly nauseous because the sun's speeding across the sky a lot faster than you're used to.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's weird.
And you notice that the torches of the town are basically kept lit constantly. The sun comes and goes so fast that there's really no point in dousing them at any, and then relighting them.
Right. Well, fair enough. I'll be honest, I'm not sure whether to picture the sun like streaking across the sky in seconds, or if it's just like, every hour it
Yeah, it's about a full rotation every 1 to 2 hours.
Okay.
All right.
So it's not quite as fast as.
No, it's not.
All
It's
right.
not completely dizzying. It's just disconcerting.
So basically, it's like playing a video game.
Something like that.
All right.
But the people in the fields wave at you, friendly enough. But once you get towards the town, you get more suspicious looks. Fewer greetings. You get the sense that unannounced, unknown visitors are less welcome here.
I mean, rude, but okay.
Well, that's fine.
However, one of the female inhabitants looks over your way, seems to identify you because she hurries over to your location, and as soon as she comes close, says, you must be some of those racers we've heard about, right?
Indeed,
Yes.
we are.
Which ones are you supposed to be?
I am Aurelia de Zaffarani di Viana. And this is my crew. We're from Mynth.
Right. One of those local teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you can call me Jane Smithy.
Okay.
Surprisingly normal name.
Well, it might not be my actual name.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah, who would go out
But,
and start handing their actual real last name to absolutely everybody they meet?
But in any event, I think I know why you're here. And in that case, I will be glad to show you around, show you where we can provide some accommodations until the scroll arrive.
That would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Now, Els got here first. Probably figured on that. But actually, you're the second group I visited today. Those crazy pirates actually got here just before you did.
They're lovely people, aren't they?
Interesting.
They're fun to drink with.
I bet they are.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about them. They're all talk, really.
Well, so far, most of their crew has found the tavern and they haven't left yet.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But I believe the captain is with the rest of the merchant groups around here.
Subtle. Very subtle.
Around some people, you need to be careful. And with the elves in town, it pays to keep a lid on things. So, the main smuggler group, that's their hut over there. Points at one of the larger domes. And that's where the auction will take place once the Scroll arrive. We'll be waiting for them since, I mean, we're glad to see you care, but there's really only 2 factions this year that are going to have any chance of outbidding each other. We want to make sure both of them are present before bidding begins.
We'll see about that.
So, I think that hut is open at the moment. The previous tenants had to get out of town quickly on unrelated business.
As you do.
Happens a lot around here. So, because I know you're going to ask, I don't know where the flag is, and it's not on this asteroid.
I would like to roll insight, please.
By all means.
I know she's probably telling the truth, but still.
She's definitely telling the truth.
21 either way.
You're fairly confident she's telling the truth.
Yeah, okay, I figured as much.
To my knowledge, there is exactly one person on this rock who knows where the flag is, and that person will only be saying where it is to the person who wins the auction. After that, whatever happens, happens. So long as we get the money, it's no longer our problem.
I see. So there's no guarantees then. It's just hand over the winning bid, get the location of the flag, and that's it.
That's as far as our concern goes.
Well,
we've never really entered one of these crazy races. We're always happy to participate in our small way when we can, but aside from that, I don't think a question from some enlightened being is going to change the world or whatever.
well, you'd be surprised.
I'm sure I would. Anyway, did you have any more questions? Do you want to know where the bar was?
Sure.
Yes, bar, please.
Oh, well, it's just over that way. She gestures to a medium-sized hut.
And where?
Just follow the sound of the ruckus.
And where did you say the pirate captain and the merchants were?
So far as when I left her, she asked me to bring her to the big dome where the bosses are. And she did point out the big dome earlier. And,
oh, okay.
And for all I know, she's still there, or maybe she's rendezvoused with her crew since then. I'm not paid to keep track of you people.
Of course not. I understand completely. Well, thank you for your help. You've been of great assistance to us. Thank you.
I know you're being polite, but thanks anyway.
I am being polite, but I'm also being sincere.
I mean, this is true. She's very rarely insincere.
She doesn't seem to care or believe you.
That's fine.
She should.
All right. Well, let's go. Okay. So, all right. First things first. That information is very useful. That means that all they're doing is trading the location of the flag to whoever wins. So, if we can, for example, listen in, we might be able to beat them there. What?
I mean, if we figure out who the person is, we could always do the mind control strategy.
I mean, maybe, but we don't know who the person is. and it's
Well,
kind of
that's it, if we
suspicious
find
to
out.
ask. Yeah.
I can cast Modify Memory twice per day and control one person once per day. I don't have perfect odds of success, but if all goes well, we could convince a chain of people to bring us to someone important.
I suppose so.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Well, it just feels a little cheap, you know? I mean,
Look, it's about getting what you need.
where's the high stakes swashbuckling? Where's the double cross?
You have bought way
I
too
believe
hard
it's
into the
happening in
romance of it all.
I believe it's happening in the tavern over there.
Yeah, all right. I still believe in my heart that there is a more exciting way to do this than mind controlling people. So,
The mind controlling
do bear
gets
in
us
mind
what we want.
Do bear in mind that you are one successful saving throw away from failing the mind control path.
yeah, exactly. Well, actually, I guess modify memory? Yeah.
Well, if the chain breaks at any point, you're done.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I have a backup, but yeah. I can also cast Dominate Person or whatever. But yeah, I want to investigate other ways. I don't. Yeah, this path doesn't sound super reliable, and if we try it and fail, we're probably fucked.
I mean, no path is 100% reliable. And I feel like you've bought way too much into the romanticism of it all.
Be quiet. All right, let's go to the bar. Or I feel like if we can figure out what the pirates are planning, that may give us an edge. So
I don't think that's hard.
well, we'll see. I mean, so our options are: we could go to the bar, or we could go find the devil's daughter, whose name I forget.
Corindra.
I mean, maybe her crew would spill something if we're being stealthy. On the other hand,
I mean,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
reason we can't do both.
we can, yeah.
Like,
But there's only one of me, and I don't trust any of you guys to talk to people. So I know how dumb that is, considering that Lake also has 22 charisma. But
and also training in, also proficiency in both deception and persuasion.
All right. Well, if you guys want to go slum it with the maybe that would make sense. I mean, they're more your type of people anyway.
Yes.
You can go slum it in the tavern with the crew, and I'll look for Corindra.
Salt of the earth, just not from Earth.
Salt of the Mynth.
Salt of the spheres.
Fair. All right. So, how are we splitting up?
I mean, I'm going drinking with the crew.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if is anyone coming with Aurelia, or is
I
everyone?
want to say hi to Corindra
Okay.
and poke more fun at her.
Okay. Well, that might be counterproductive. So.
I'd argue you're too stuffy for Corindra, but
Aurelia is not too stuffy. Sometimes you guys. Sometimes no. Sometimes you guys forget that Aurelia is still a bard, and did go around plenty of places, and she knows she's not. Shut up.
Keep
You're
digging
also a
your
bureaucrat.
doll deeper there.
She's a little more worldly than you guys give her credit for sometimes, I feel.
Well, in any event, sounds like the party is splitting down the middle. And have you brought any of your guides with you? Either of your guides?
If they
with you?
Do they
wanna
want to come? Yeah.
Well, they'd rather come than stay on the ship.
Sure. All right.
All right, yeah.
But I think both of them would... well, actually,
Would they both be on the other ship, though?
you could have teleported them with you.
Yeah, I can teleport up to 8 people, I think. So yeah.
Well, it'd be up to them then.
Well, this is happening now, and the ship is just in transit. The other ship is just in transit, so yeah, they would come. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Relosa will happily go with the group going to the tavern. Perry is a little more interested in meeting with the captain, and Harvey will also go meet with the captain.
All right.
Also, God, I hate that one of the songs on this soundtrack has like this sort of. Is it the soundtrack? No, it's Kalon. Kalon's doing something into the mic and it's fucking with me.
What?
We're hearing a little bit of
Crackling.
rapping.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that was coming through.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't tell if it was like a rapper or someone chewing something into the mic faintly. It was messing with me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I was just losing my mind trying to figure out where the fuck it was coming from. I could never catch it when I looked into Discord.
Alright, so the 4 people who go towards the big dome
Big dome.
actually find Corindra pacing back and forth near its entrance.
Oh man, somebody's anxious.
Oh, well, if it isn't the devil's daughter. Fancy seeing you again so soon.
Ah, you're one of those local teams. Glad to see you. I was hoping another one of the lightweight. I was hoping one of the other lightweights would show up before the Scro did.
Well, I'll tell you if I see any.
Come on, you know what I mean.
Aha, I know.
Please get better jokes.
And why was that?
Well, I was hoping for a little bit of help. You see, I was thinking, when I got here, heard the lay of the land, and, well, the smugglers here wanted, participating. And I was thinking, maybe it would be worth working with one of the other lightweights, such as yourselves, in order to at least get a chance at the flag that we otherwise would not get.
No, what you're saying, you don't have elf money?
Well, that's certainly is an interesting proposition, but as we both know, a flag can't exactly be split in half. How do you propose resolving that?
Well, we'll solve that once we actually get there. Because until then, well, neither one of us is going to get it if we let the smugglers have their way, if we let the elves and the Scro have their way. So I figure it's worth racing against fellas such as yourself to at least have a chance than it is to just sit here and put a thumb up my arse.
God, anything but the elves.
Well, you make a persuasive argument, I must say. I mean, out of character, does anyone have objections to Aurelia just immediately accepting?
No.
No?
This would be funny.
Okay, cool.
This would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I could, make this difficult, but I won't. So I'll just come out and say it. Yes, let's do it. What did you have in mind?
Yeah, I'm down. It'll be entertaining if nothing else.
Glad to hear you've got reason in you. Well, the thing is that I've been casing the joint since I arrived not so long ago. Good timing on that, by the way. Don't think it'll be too much longer before the Scroll arrives, so we've only got just a little window here to figure things out. Anyway, I was inside looking around at the place, and I figure the best way of getting in is through the top. If we can climb up to the top of the dome without being spotted, we can force our way down through the floors through one means or another. The buildings around here aren't too sturdy. And at the very center of it is the fella we want.
All right, and you know exactly who it is?
Nay, not a clue. But I do know it's the fella in charge of this group. So far as in charge can be said to be about any of these smugglers.
Right. All right, well, that still feels a little thin, if I'm being honest.
And what else would you have to go on?
If it were thick, I wouldn't need some help now, would I?
You've got a fair point there. All right, so what do you reckon we need to do to prepare? Or, I mean, you do strike me as perhaps the type to be willing to wing it a little.
With a crew like mine, you learn to go where the wind blows you.
All right. All right, so taking a step back out of character, basically she's saying we go in through the top and then just sort of like do we know the way? I don't know. Feel like we need a little more here.
And the way up is up.
Yeah.
It's a very fucking bare bones plan.
It is. I'm wondering what other information we feel like we need here, or how we want to approach this. I mean,
well, I was figuring if nobody came in time, me and the crew would get our sharpest pickaxes, climb up as soon as the night falls, and just cut up our own entrance through the top. Fight any guards who dare to stop us. Capture the ones that seem like they know the lay of the land. Get them to spill where their leader's hanging out, and then get the information out of him, one way or another.
Very elegant.
yeah, that does sound very thin. Huh. I'm having second thoughts about it.
Man, I could get in. Promise I'd need direction.
Yeah.
Well, if all we need is directions, I can just get them from someone.
Yeah, I suppose.
At that point, it would be a matter of figuring out a way of making us look like locals long enough to get to the guy in charge's office.
Oh, hey, guess who has seeming?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Harvey.
was gonna say
Harvey,
Steven is,
and also, like, but
Lake's not here.
Harvey does not have it, but Lake
No,
is
wait.
present,
yeah,
just
you can go
not
get.
immediately
You
present.
can go get Lake. They're only in the bar. It's not that far away.
It's light years away.
yeah. Well, I mean, we would be getting the rest of the party before we did anything anyway. So, whatever. All right. I'm uncomfortable with how little we know about the the interior, about the situation with guards, the situation of exactly who it is, who knows the information where they are. I mean, there might be some. I mean, how do we know this? Do we even know for sure that the person who has the information is the big boss? Maybe.
Nope.
Maybe they entrusted the information to someone else, and we're not going to be able to figure out who it is.
I know. It is that person. I smooth talked the person who came up to be my guide into bragging all about it.
You know, for someone who really wants to do a heist, just awfully apprehensive about just flying off the seat of your pants with a very haphazardly put together plan.
Yeah, because it sounds like it could devolve into just fighting, and you can't fight in a proper heist. I mean, you can have a little bit of fighting, but it has to be used sparingly.
Look, I just want to get the job done.
All right. Well, let's go get the rest of the people then and wing it or something. I don't know. Someone else.
Our intel is super thin.
It is. Do we know anything about the layout of this place, Bob? And not even specifics, but just how many people are in it? How stuff like that.
Well, the interior of the building is fairly close and narrow. But from what I saw, there's not too many people running around in it. It's a smuggling operation. They're mostly out on their ships. Only just a few folks have come here to guard the information, as it were. And aside from them, it's mostly empty space. Place to hide stuff. Places to hide stuff. Places to store stuff.
All right. Well, between seeming and invisibility, I mean, we do have a lot of options for trying to be stealthy.
Also fly if we want to get in from up top.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if that's even necessary, though.
Yeah, the down once you get up a couple of floors is flat enough to just climb up without any sort of checks necessary.
Right. But I mean, I guess that is the question. Do we want to get in from top? Do we really think there's much of an advantage to doing it that way?
We don't know, and that's the issue.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, it's clear that Corindra at least does not have seeming prepared.
Yeah, that's fine, but we could cast it on her if we. All right, I am considering another option, which is that she goes in from the top and we don't, and we use her as a distraction. But I don't want to say that out loud in front of her. I mean, I wouldn't say it that way. I could say, what about having multiple angles of attack? One group goes in from the top, the other goes in more stealthily.
Aye, that could work. My crew's known for being a lot of things, but stealthy ain't one of them. They're certainly good at making a big old distraction. I've taken advantage of that fact more than once.
God, they're noisy.
All right.
Say, as a matter of fact, I was thinking it might be wise for us to, for me at least, to go on your ship.
And why is that?
To make sure that we'll both be present when we find the flag.
Oh, all right.
Wouldn't want one of us getting information and then getting away before the other one finds out, would we?
Oh no, I perhaps I misunderstood. I thought the idea was that we both get the information and then we'd race to the flag.
Aye. But I'm thinking just to ensure that all of that happens, maybe I should stick with you. Let my crew be as loud as they love to be.
All right. Well, I won't argue with that.
Perfect. Then it's a deal.
So very loud.
Holds out her arm.
All right, I'll shake.
No, you gotta spit in your hand first.
No,
No,
not doing
that's
that.
gross.
Actually, she does go for the whole wrist grab handshake.
All right, Aurelia can roll with that.
Anyway, meanwhile, at the bar, you find a bunch of rowdy pirates / privateers having a good old time, getting as drunk as the ale permits them, or as fast as the ale permits, hiring basically all of the prostitutes working in the town, of any and all genders.
Even the mysterious fifth gender.
Well, just from quick observation, you notice that some of the pirates are more particular than the others. But in terms of actual, planning or intentions or any of that, you get the impression that they are fully willing and able to leave all of that up to their captain, whom they trust to handle such things, and then just once the plan is ready for action, that's when they get involved. I mean, if you want to grab a mug and pretend to serve it, I can guarantee your ass will get pinched.
You know what? Sure. Anyway, we're gonna move on past that. That's just gonna be much like the satyr situation where you said that they showed the faintest of interest and then was like, okay, and then you're like, and that's calling out of this scene.
Something like that. So,
Thus we can trust in Grenache to act exactly like a narc.
And incidentally, Relosa immediately falls in with the pirates and starts shouting about some of the stuff that she's supposedly been through. There's this whole table that's basically bragging about the crazy stuff they've seen and done, and that's where she just sort of gravitates towards. She certainly matches them in craziness, in the tallness of her tales.
Grenache keeps a bit of distance from that, but does attempt to keep listening just in case something comes up.
Well, she does mention a couple details about being on a former slave barge, and how she was supposedly instrumental in freeing it from the elven taskmasters, and how they've sailed the system ever since. She doesn't say whatever happened to her old crew, but then the pirates aren't asking her. Anyway, that is about the sum total of that scene. So
You chose the boring path. Sorry.
It's fine. Like, really, you guys had done so much that even if there was going to be more involved with that scene, like, I really wouldn't have seen the point of it, and I would have been like, no, like, they've got it down. So.
Karindra is clearly the brains of her operation.
Very true.
What little there is.
I still want to find out more about what her deal is if we have some downtime.
Well, she's going to give her crew a chance to just sort of rest and recharge a bit. It's been about a month and a half since the race began.
That's fair. So, does she want to just have a chat then? Hang out? Have a few drinks?
She doesn't really insist on a chat, but she's certainly open to it if you...
All right. Well, I want to ask her about herself. I want to know what her what's the real story behind Karindra. Who's the real Karindra?
Roll persuasion. See how deep we can get.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, you're insistent lass, I'll give you that. Well, perhaps you've noted, or perhaps you've noticed my features, but I'm not what you'd call. I'm what some would call the plain touched.
Mm-hmm.
And what a few others would call tiefling. And let me just say that where I'm from, being a tiefling ain't no walk in the park. And being born to two parents who didn't realize that their daughter would grow horns, that ain't so fun either. And that's all I'll say about them.
Oh, sorry to hear it.
But when you're on a ship out in the great black abyss, the way you look doesn't matter so much as how much you can haul, the kinds of spells you can cast, how good you are in a fight, how good you are in taming the wild space sharks that are the size of ships and love tearing them apart to get at the meaty little people inside.
Wait, is that real?
No, you see, they're just mistaking them for space seals.
They are called scavers, and they are very much a part of Spelljammer, yes.
Well, that's a terrifying new threat.
Aren't there also, like, giant space manta rays that basically prey on ships, too?
No, there is one giant space manta ray. It is the Spelljammer.
Oh.
Confusingly enough.
Oh, you know what? I'm mistaking that for fucking Galaxy something. Galaxy Trail. You did the LP of it. I was in that LP.
Galaxy something.
Galaxy Trail? What? Sorry, what is this?
Are you talking about like Rogue Galaxy?
Rogue Galaxy, yes.
Oh yeah.
Galaxy
yeah, there
Trail.
are some space manta rays in Rogue Galaxy.
Yeah, it's like a whole boss fight or something.
Nah, just a random space encounter.
Okay.
Go, why are you so bad at this?
It was years ago, and I don't remember most of it.
Like a fever dream.
Pretty much.
Right, anyway. So, she goes into more depth about her time on Spelljammers, how, like many people from low backgrounds, she was essentially shanghaied onto a ship and was on several vessels before she gained enough skills and confidence to end up as a lieutenant, at which point she swiftly gathered the crew's loyalty and mutinied,
Nice.
taking the ship for herself.
That was out of character, not in character. In character, Aurelia disapproves of mutiny.
In character,
See,
like
Lily would
proves-
say something if she wasn't just trying to listen.
Unless the captain was evil, then it's fine.
Lily hiding, listening in for gossip.
And something else that you just sort of intuit from what she's saying is that while she doesn't talk too much about her background before she got into Spelljammers, the words that she knows, the facts that she can cast spells, gives you the impression that she probably had a wizard's training.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's something to keep in mind for when we betray her.
I hope we can remain friends after this.
I hope so too.
Yeah, she's cool. I really like
She
her.
is cool. Did you end up getting counterspell, Kaelon?
Yes, I did. I believe I
Cool.
did. Let me just double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure I took it.
I'm just saying, I could see it potentially being useful.
Did I never choose my spell? I know I was thinking about taking it. I just don't remember. Let's keep going. I'll check on how many spells I'm supposed to have and how many I do have.
Between the boisterousness of the crew and Lily's stealth ability, I will just say that she is anywhere in the bar she wants to be at any given point in time.
Crap. I leaned back and my back popped in a weird way.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Oh.
I missed it, but yes, I did take counter spell.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
And
So-
unlike normal counter spells, I can counter up to a 5th level spell without needing to roll for it, because that's how higher level counter spells work.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, that's fine then.
So you didn't see Harvey joining in the fun in the tavern for fairly obvious reasons, but also
hates
a
fun.
reason, but also an extra reason that you didn't that he didn't tell you until the time comes for until the pirates get tired enough to find their beds or whatever they're going to lie down on for the night. And Aurelia and Corindra, possibly other members of the party, are still up. The two of you have been talking this whole time. When Harvey finally enters, and along with the company of what seems to be one of the local smugglers.
Oh boy, local smugglers.
And so he walks over to your table, Aurelia's table, sits down. The local smuggler sits down across from him, looks a bit nervous. But Harvey starts by saying, I figured we'd get the information gathering part of this plan out of the way first. This gentleman here, by the name of Petrus McLurden, has decided to provide us with the information we're looking for in exchange for a significant amount of gold. Don't worry, I've already paid him.
All right.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Well,
Yes, the payment is. I've squirreled it away somewhere. But that's not important. That's not what you're here to hear about. And you're here to hear about the layout of the place where the captain has his quarters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, Lake with the active sex life is probably not present.
Not true. This is true.
Link's too busy getting laid.
I
Like a
mean-
loser.
Someone in this party has to be.
Well, I've been. Well, the means of getting to the captain is under heavy guard at the moment. You can understand that. Nothing I can do to really divert their attention or anything. Don't worry about that, Boyle. We've got that handled.
God,
Yeah,
do you?
Probably best I don't know too much of the details. Anyway, so. And he begins describing the layout of the building. How several portions of it are just devoted to large warehouse rooms where they can put all of the goods that they move around the belt legally and illegally. And how the captain's quarters, while he's on site, are in a office that just sort of overlooks the main shipping areas. And it provides you with details on what route to take to get there quickly, but he mentions that all the routes are currently being guarded.
So can we possibly get him to just draw a map also?
I really hope that Bobbin, just on hand, has the shittiest, most barely
Give me a
accurate
napkin
map.
map with fucking
Barely-
coffee stains on it.
Yeah, like fucking thief level maps where you barely can tell where you are at any given
Look,
time.
I love SWAT 4 and all of its maps being written on the backside of a fucking napkin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a visual to provide, but that is essentially the level of information he can provide you, including once you bring out the pen and paper, that level of detail
Yeah.
for the layout of the first 2 floors.
There's just like one place where he doesn't know exactly what's in there, and he just writes library maybe ? Question mark.
And he does mention that there are 5 floors, but the top 3 are for more storage and just generally aren't used because of the hassle of getting stuff up there. And yes, on sort of this raised overlook office is where the captain's office and quarters is located. So is that all you're going to need from me?
That's all I need.
What's the captain's name?
Oh, Kenneth Vorley.
Thank you.
Surprisingly mundane name.
But not as mundane as Jane Smithy.
Yeah, but that's obviously an alias.
This
It's
is
too mundane.
No one knows.
Look, I don't know how space names work. I just assume they're gonna be weird.
That's true. Space is weirder than not space, so it stands to
Exactly.
reason their names would also be weirder. But that's neither here nor there. All right, I don't have any further questions.
All right, then I should get back before they miss me. He gets up, he takes the back exit out.
All right.
And the map is more than worth it already.
So how much did you pay the man? I didn't actually have to pay him anything.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Out of
Well,
character. Yeah, I saw that coming.
Well, as far as he thinks, he's been well paid. And, yeah, in a couple of minutes, he'll realize he forgot where he put it all.
That seems cruel.
It's fucking brutal. I love it.
Well, it ties up the loose ends.
I suppose it does. All right. Well, in that case,
Best way to use modify memory is for it to all make sense.
right? So I suppose we just need to wait until her crew is ready. We can all take a nap.
And Grunash, as the prepared caster, you do have an opportunity here to swap some spells if you think that's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's necessary? Or are you good?
I mean, I'm not really sure what I would swap things out for, so...
Well, let's see. Doing a break-in. Let me take a look at the cleric spell list. What can you cast up to?
Level 3.
Do you have Dispel Magic?
Yep.
Okay. What's clairvoyance even?
Remote seeing.
Okay. That might come in handy. You have clairvoyance.
Might it?
Yeah, it's a third level cleric spell. Starting at third and working my way back. You create an invisible sensor within range or location familiar to you, or an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. The sensor remains in place for the duration and can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. Cast a spell, seeing or hearing. Can use a chosen sense through the sensor as if you're in its place. As your action.
You do need some expensive components that I don't think Grenache ever picked up.
Yeah.
No.
Focus worth at least 100 gold. So never mind, that's out.
Alas, Grenache is a filthy poor.
I mean, it's not that he's a filthy poor. It's that I don't think anybody's gonna sell us a jewel worth 100 gold, like on this short notice.
Yeah, I can't imagine these people are terribly wealthy.
Do you guys not carry around jewels with you?
Well, it's not a jewel. It is a jeweled horn or a glass eye.
Yeah. Glass eye for seeing, jeweled horn for hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I mean, hold on. There are pirates around here. You very well might be able to get a glass
valuable glass eye, though. I can't imagine these people have a whole lot of money.
I don't think they
that's
have
true.
100 gold point piece glass eye available. Let's see.
But it does have a range of 1 mile. And it is a divination spell, which means that it is more effective when searching for flags.
Zone of Truth might actually... Well, no, if we're mind controlling him, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And so do the truthers.
Also, keep in mind I only have the core rulebook, so I can't help anything beyond core.
Let me tell you about 5e tools and how good it is.
Yeah, aside from those two, I can't really see anything else really worth swapping out for, and you already have one, and we can't really get the other one done on short notice, so...
Well, when the day dawns, again,
As a precaution, I do have silence anyways, just in case.
Yeah. When the dawn breaks for like the 4th time that night.
8th time. But yeah, once the crew has recovered enough, which is really the only measurement of time that matters here, Corindra explains your new plan to them, and as they were back during the opening feast, they are quite enthusiastic. And it doesn't take much convincing so much as it takes her basically beating the stragglers until they actually fall in line, mostly because they're still hungover or in the beds of prostitutes and have to be retrieved. But ultimately she gathers them together, explains the plan to them as quietly as possible, and their response is a very quiet har 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 har.
I love these guys.
Simple creatures with simple desires. It's beautiful.
And yeah, so you wait for the next nightfall, about 30 minutes.
Yeah, whatever that fucking means, yeah.
And under the cover of darkness, with the sun obscured by the curve of the asteroid, the pirates basically run over to the other side of the dome, start throwing up some grappling hooks, and as loudly as possible basically make like they are boarding an enemy ship. Climbing up towards the windows of the 5th floor of the dome, smashing any sort of glass or shutters in their way in order to climb through and start tearing through the upper floors. In response, you can see more than a few of the armed smugglers, the guards, divert their attention over towards the ruckus. Most of them run to do something about it, but there are a few who stay on their posts. They seem pretty organized.
I guess I cast Seeming now.
All right.
Now, we didn't really discuss this, which probably should have, but is the plan that we're all going to have Seeming? Because I was thinking it might make sense for someone to have Seeming and everyone else to be invisible or something like that.
I mean,
or maybe some of us have Seeming, but one person, I don't know.
Well, the thing
I was
is
going to be
that
invisible.
the thing is that Seeming is not a concentration spell and it lasts for 8 hours, so you can double up.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, are you attempting to duplicate specific guards that you see running towards the back, or are you just going for a guard-like look for everybody? Because you can be specific people with Seeming.
Yeah, I was thinking that being specific people might cause an issue if we run into those specific people.
But on the other hand, there aren't too many smugglers here.
Right.
Yeah, they probably recognize each other is the thing. So I think we
I will
should try
defer
to be
to you.
specific people.
Okay, yeah, then if everybody else is thinking being specific people, then I will do specific.
Look, all I'm saying is if there's anything that Hitman has taught me, it's the uniform's more important than a man, so you can be a giant bald white man in the middle of India and nobody will second guess you.
This is true. The clothes make the man.
The series has been absurd about that sort of thing since the very first game.
Yes!
I deeply love, though, the recent one, Hitman 2, where he also tries to put on a voice sometimes, and it's the most ridiculous sounding thing.
I've never played
I only played the first 2 levels of the Hitman 2, but I liked on the first one you can pretend to be that Asian driver, and no one thinks it's suspicious at all that your character is very clearly white.
Oh, it's great. In the 4th level, you can pretend to be an Indian tailor.
Wasn't
this giant bald white man?
Wasn't the original premise like he's like the perfect skin tone to blend into anything? But like, no, he's not.
He's very pale.
He's very pale.
He also has a very distinct voice with his high voice,
And
face with his high cheekbones and jawline. Yeah.
Yeah. The one actually plausible disguise is when he
The male model.
yeah, the male model who looked exactly like him.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts about it, too, is that a bunch of these celebrities you can disguise yourself as are just random white dudes in the middle of this other country.
Not too unrealistic, honestly.
No, it's just it's amusing because every time there's a celebrity.
I mean, the male model one did sort of work also because, like, yeah, he kind of has the features of, like, a male model, really.
He was also in heavy makeup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's France, so everybody's white. Or at least enough people are white.
Anyway, so
I think the model was like German.
If we're going with specific people, then yes, I will disguise us as. Oh.
Alright, in that case, I will require a... Do you have disguise kit?
I think I repurchased one after the incident of
I just
having
mean the proficiency itself.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Alright, roll disguise kit plus roll your proficiency plus charisma then, as you attempt to perfectly replicate these individuals.
Proficiency plus charisma. Okay. You know what? With this weird feat that you gave me. Oh, it specifically says attack roll. Okay. So, I was gonna burn 2 luckies to just automatically crit that, but I will spend 1 lucky instead. No, roll normal.
To get an extra roll, okay.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Stupid piece of shit. Random ass motherfucker. I'm pissed now. I'm not spending another lucky because I know I can't, but I'm just curious now.
Luckily, you are.
Okay. All right.
You are tier 4, so even a middling roll is an amazing success.
Yeah.
And these smugglers, while they may be many things, are not a tier 4 threat. And so aside from that, you do need to explain to the guards why you're coming back in through the main entrance. So whoever wants to fast talk the guard, give me a straight deception roll.
Oh. I suppose this is my job.
Yeah. I mean, it could also be my job. I do have a plus 12, but I'm pretty...
Oh, no, mine's also only plus 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to lucky that?
Well,
sure, you know what?
I will say that you have advantage because the two of you can work together on this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Like a pack of gibbering fools.
So yeah, you basically just shout, they've made their way inside, we're going to cut them off from below.
Mm-hmm.
And just shouting that is enough to get you past the 3 or 4 guards on the way before you eventually get to the aforementioned captain's quarters. At which point you burst into his office, and the very first thing before any of you can do anything, Harvey uses Dominate Monster
All right.
and fails.
Oh shit!
All right. I'll use. Wait. Is there an advantage to Dominate Monster over Dominate Person other than that it works on anything?
I don't think so.
Not when the target is a person. He only uses
Right.
Dominate Monster because that's what he's got.
Right. Okay. And just checking. Oh well, no, there is an advantage in it lasts an hour instead of a minute, but. Or no, wait, I can just cast Dominate Person at a higher spell level and it would last longer. Alright, so yeah, no, I'm going to cast Dominate Person, and he'll have disadvantage against it unless he's like an elf or something that would have advantage. And we probably only need it for a minute, right?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think we need it for longer than a
We
minute?
just need to ask him where the fuck the flag is.
Alright,
Ask him where the flag is and maybe ask him to tie himself up.
yeah, alright. I'll cast Dominate Person then as a 5th level spell with disadvantage for him.
All right. Well, he can't roll 18 twice, and he can't roll 18 3 times. So
I mean, he could.
Is that definitive? Have you rolled and he didn't roll 18 3 times? Because
he did not.
okay.
He rolled 18 once, which is why Harvey's spell failed.
All right. Oh, the way you said that, Bobbin, it sounded like as you were saying he can't roll 18 twice, he rolled 18 a second time. So I suddenly got very nervous. All right. Tell us where the flag is, please.
When you're facing when you're leaving the asteroid clockwise through the Storal belt, find the next asteroid and keep going straight. Look for the asteroid that is left, and then another left, and then right, and then another right, and then the next asteroid up, and then the next asteroid down, and then the next asteroid up, and then the next asteroid down.
Oh, god fucking damn it.
It's just a riddle. I'm not good with riddles.
This is the Konami code.
Holy shit, it is.
Well then,
All right.
It's specifically the Konami code backwards.
Oh, is it? Whatever. Anyway,
Just a little Easter egg there for you.
yeah, all right. Okay. So
yeah, as he's spelling it out, Karindra is already busy tying him up with a length of rope. You're not quite sure where she was keeping that.
help
Don't worry
her
about it.
tie you up, please.
Now, hopefully, when we modify his memories to be like, I didn't tell them anything, no matter how much they threatened to torture me.
If we leave now, we don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay. Suddenly, flashback scene. It's before this happened. We're all in private, and I've really asked. Okay, so should we immediately betray Corindra as soon as we get the information? Because
No.
I could just cast Force Cage on her.
Oh.
Just go.
Okay, but should we just
Honor?
wipe his memory of the map, of the location? He's the only one who knows, isn't he?
Well, the goal is to get there fast. And if
I'm
you,
aware.
as soon as you get there, the information will no longer be valuable to anyone.
But yeah, so
But it
my
would be
question is:
funny.
do we betray Corindra right here and now, or do we stick to the deal and we all leave and race her there?
I figure if we're gonna fuck her over, we may as well do it in a less compromising position.
That's fair. But I mean, her crew would probably rescue her.
I'm aware, but maybe not in the middle of a
genuinely
smuggler
want
stronghold.
everyone's opinions on this because
No,
I feel like
not in the-
casting Force Cage on her right now would be a very
could
strong
talk over
play.
it.
I don't want
Sorry?
to. I don't want to risk her getting caught and then killed by the smugglers. My pick. I like her. I don't want her to die. If we fight her,
Sure.
if we fight her later on our terms, we can at least prevent her from dying by doing a non-lethal finishing blow.
All right.
Yeah, in the
I
middle
mean,
of a smuggler stronghold is not the best idea.
And even if you do knock her out and have to use magic or something, I've got spare the dying, so
Yeah.
prevent the death. And
I mean,
so.
I never. I don't want to kill her either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So,
saying,
if-
like, if we do it here, there's a chance that the smugglers will kill her for what just happened. If we don't do it here, then we prevent that chance from ever happening. And when we inevitably have to fight her, we have the choice of not killing her ourselves, which is a lot more
Sure.
guaranteed.
Okay.
It's about controlling outside factors.
I mean, sure. That's fine. I mean, Aurelia would probably also not really like the idea of betraying her, but under the circumstances, I think she'd be
Oh,
willing to.
betrayal is inevitable.
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, our agreement included the fact that we will race for the flag. So the betrayal would be doing something to her before we each get the chance to race for the flag. That's how I would interpret the deal.
Either way,
Anyway.
the point is, let's
All right,
not
let's
betray
go.
her.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go then.
All right. So, give me another deception roll to clear the smuggler's base.
Let me do it because I already have advantage on the roll.
Sure.
And our deception is the same.
Sure.
27.
All right. Yeah. Smugglers aren't really the main threat of this particular segment. It's more like the obstacle you need to overcome.
I'm excited to meet the main threat then. Unless it's the person working with us right now. Who we
I was about to say,
we could have immediately neutralized, but chose not to.
Mhm. But yeah, so you immediately rendezvous with the two guides who did not go in with you. It's not really their role.
No.
But all of you quickly start running away from the town. And Corindra is with you as you run towards your man of war.
Can we have just teleported back to the ship?
I don't think we want to use that up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we
The,
could have, but
The asteroids, even with as many as you would need to find, are still within a day's journey. So spending your 7th level spell at this moment would be unwise, just for just to get out of town quicker.
that was what I figured.
And in any case, the the Corindra's crew apparently had someone keeping watch, because as you make your escape, you can see them boiling back out of the dome the way they came and running off in a different direction, presumably wherever their pirate ship is located. And as you take off from the surface of the asteroid, you see that, sure enough, as she promised, the ship is maintaining its distance just behind yours.
Did she promise that?
Yeah.
Wait, is
Yeah.
she with us still?
Yes, in exchange for being with you guys on your ship, her ship will be following yours, as opposed to trying to race ahead.
Oh, I thought we were racing. Okay, I misunderstood. All right.
Oh, you are racing as soon as you find the asteroid. As soon as you reach the asteroid.
And then the fun begins.
Then how it's a race to find the flag on the asteroid?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, our good buddy Lake can divine it with ease.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually,
I misunderstood.
Grenache would probably be able to.
Grenache is the one who has locate object,
Yeah,
right?
Grenache is the one with locate object. I only have scrying. And scrying with this particular set of flags would not do much because there's no big, like...
But regardless, we have the means.
Yes.
Yeah, scrying is to find context clues. Locate object will actually pinpoint the flag's location and guide you in.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, and speaking of which, well, that's what happens. You go left, left, right, right, up, down, and there's the asteroid ahead. You're pretty sure it's the asteroid, and once you get close, you know it's the asteroid because Grenache, and mark this off, you cast locate object.
Yep.
You can sense the flag beneath you. You identify where it is. This asteroid is not as inhabited as the one you just left. This one seems to be much more of a remote outpost. Isn't spinning as fast, but is much smaller in size. As such, you see a few small buildings, a minor outpost really, located on one of the pointier sides of the asteroid, just sort of built up as if on a peak. And the way asteroids work in Spelljammer is that there is a gravity field that cuts right through the center. And so it is perceptually on a peak. You would actually have to climb up a steep slope to get there. Because unlike a larger object like a planet, where gravity points always points downwards, on asteroids, gravity points towards a plane.
Fair enough. All right. So now we're racing.
Hi. Or we would be racing. But while you all were distracted by getting out as quickly as possible, I cast a bit of a spell to my other ship and told them where to go. As a matter of fact, it's right down there. Why are they still here?
Grenache probably won't wait for an answer and just burst off into a sprint.
I'm disappointed, Karindra.
I mean...
why are you disappointed?
I am disappointed because I specifically didn't betray you.
You're a fool!
You're the one who told me not to!
Well, I'm not the one who... Let's just say that if you enter a race like this with fewer than 2 ships, you're a fool yourself. Now, you're no fool. I can tell this ain't the ship that you came to that Arsenal station on.
True.
But don't blame me for getting one up on you just because I did something you didn't consider.
I can't believe the pirate didn't play fair. My god.
Fucked
Although
up.
I am wondering why they're still there. Should have been easy enough to grab off the smugglers.
Yeah.
And actually about that, Grenache, number 1 for having high perception, and number 2 for jumping off the ship just as soon as it touches down, you're the first one to notice. All the bodies.
Oh, shit.
So she wasn't the threat.
Okay.
Some of them appear burnt. Some of them appear torn in half.
Oh my
Some
god,
of them are so mangled that it's hard to tell what they died of.
Space Dragon.
I don't
I
want to
wish
fight another
so.
one of those fucking things.
I wish Silky were here.
The bodies seem to be centered on a particular storehouse on one side of the outpost.
Oh, clairvoyance would come in real handy right now. I haven't been there, so I can't cry into it.
Temper.
Yeah,
any
wow, what's it
ideas?
like to have stealth?
As I'm questioning with Temper, I cautiously moving forward at this point. Something has really happened, so it's like, A, what just happened? B, what am I in for? So
There's the great darkness present here. More than one, I believe.
shit.
What? What happened? What's going on?
And yes, as the rest of you jump off the ship, catch up with Grenache, and you see Corindra in particular looks stunned by what she's seeing here. She's saying a few names.
Well, wouldn't have happened if you hadn't
Jameson?
tried to cheat.
You know, maybe it's not the time.
I didn't say that out loud.
Old Hobbs. Is that you? Looks like the smugglers are dead here too. What in the hell's happened?
There's something here. Something dark. Keep your wits about you, they're still around.
Yeah, I'm ready to pop off Hulk out mode as soon as anything happens.
All right. Do you approach the storehouse?
Yeah.
All right. Once your group gets about 100 feet away from it, all of you can hear, just echoing through your minds, "Ah, at last the real prey has arrived.
Wait, what?
Welcome, wanderers.
Identify yourself.
Prince Orcus sends his regards.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Mm.
The
Fucking
flag you're looking for is within. Claim it, if you dare."
Fucking figures. This asshole would show up. Like, I'm saying this out of character. Like has no idea. Well, I mean, like, has some
we know
idea.
who Orcus is.
Yeah, we know who Orcus is. But
Yeah,
like,
you've been given the rundown.
Yeah.
And then Lake
God.
says out loud, and then there's this asshole.
So this might be our fault.
I'm supposed to admit that, but yeah.
No, this might be our fault.
Yeah,
Well,
probably our fault.
you're welcome to it then. If, based on the disposal of these bodies, I don't fancy my chances in there.
Yeah.
If you
you
can
can-
avenge my
you-
crew, you're certainly welcome to the flag.
Thanks.
You can have.
As for me,
fun
I think I'd better
morning.
get my boat back to my ship.
Yeah.
And she casts Dimension Door.
Take care of yourself.
Bye. I hope we don't have to kill each other later.
Have fun breaking the news.
She did have a way to get out of the force cage then, although she would have had to succeed a charisma saving throw, which would have been
She's very charismatic.
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
she's a wizard. I don't know, but
Wizards can be charismatic.
Sorcerers are charismatic, and sorcerers have
That's true.
access to Dimension Door.
well, Bobbin said that she seemed like she had wizard training rather than
Yeah, I was specific about that, but then she is also the commander of an unruly group of pirates, so her charisma is probably also good,
Yeah, probably.
just not necessarily trained.
I was gonna say I'm a wizard and mine's 16.
Didn't you roll like all 16 and above on your stats or something?
No, the lowest I rolled was 11 though.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ, I hate you so much.
In any event, the true threat of this portion of the race has revealed itself.
well, somewhat revealed itself.
Hmm.
Don't actually know what it looks like.
Grenache steps forward.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I will say that nothing stirs as you approach the door. So if you want to cast any pre-combat spells or Hulk out, you do have a moment to do so.
Yep, I'm gonna
Yeah,
Hulk
right.
out.
Slam on mirror image.
Let's see. See if I have
Shield the
any
face up.
spells that are, because I already have Foresight and I already have Bark Skin because those basically last all day for me. Let me see if there's anything else. Do I still have Armor of
Yeah.
Agathis?
Just do armor bag at second level.
I could also just cast invisibility.
Then again, given what we're dealing with, we might see through that.
Actually, I might not cast Armor of Agathis because that gives me another spell slot to work with, and I already have a ton of hit points, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I'm actually good with just hulking out, like, basically as soon as combat starts.
All right. Anyone else casting pre-combat spells?
Oh yeah, mirror image.
Yeah, I'm casting armor bag at second level. If you didn't hear me say that already.
All right. Grenache?
I've got Shield of Faith up, and as soon as I get to the door, I'm gonna fire up Spirit Guardians.
All right. And for his part, let's see.
It's been a while since we actually did combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he's not going to worry. He'll wait for the combat to be... He'll wait to see what he's up against before casting any spells. And this is what you're up against.
Oh, a Baylor!
A Beyblade?
Yep, that's exactly what I
Let
said.
her rip.
Oh yeah, initiative is a thing that exists.
Fucking,
Why am I in front?
fucking hell, Bobbin. Why are you throwing us against a Baylor? I forget, does
Because you're
Foresight...
tier 4. You can take it.
I forget, does Foresight let me have advantage on initiative rolls?
An initiative roll is a dexterity check.
Okay, well then, in that case, let me roll it twice and I'll tell you, like, whichever one's better. That's the one I take.
Which is why Aurelia gets
that
half her proficiency bonus on this roll as well.
So, I'm more moving at a 20.
All right. Valor gets a +2.
Let me put my Foresight and Hulk out stuff.
Glabrazu get a +2.
Sight.
And the Alhoun gets a +1.
Oh dear.
All right. Aurelia got a 12.
Huh, I'm going second. So, law of action economy dictates that we should probably concentrate on the smaller threats so that way they get less actions.
Yeah, probably. What are these?
Glabrazu.
Labrazu. What a weird name.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever you just said.
Labradoodle, got it.
Lily's going first.
Yeah, I sure am. Oh boy.
Don't you get sneak attack if they haven't acted yet?
No, that's an assassin thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not an assassin.
I didn't know if that was a rogue thing or if that was like a specific...
Yeah, see, this is a fucking rough one. Because I don't even get my sneak attack bonus.
On the other hand, there is a lot of cover.
Yeah, the problem is line of sight's covered by all of them.
Don't you can't you cast invisibility on yourself or something?
No, I could have, but I didn't do it ahead of time.
Considered and discarded.
Let me... I'm just thinking.
I will say that they haven't gone yet, so they don't have reactions.
Yeah,
Cut and run.
yeah, this is just a nasty spot for me.
You could always delay your turn until Drunash gets up to within 5 feet of one, and then take your turn after he does.
Yeah, I'll go after Grenache, because this is just not a good spot for me. Well, because, like, I don't know where I can walk through, also.
Well, going across the barrels and boxes is rough terrain.
I actually don't give a shit about that.
Oh?
Yeah, what is it? It's one of the ranger abilities. Is that I'm not slowed by difficult terrain.
Did you pick up a level of ranger?
Yeah, the revised ranger. It's great. It's really good.
Well, in that case, you could potentially just climb across the barrels and crates and hide in this little corner in the upper left.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, actually, because I wasn't quite sure what was fair game and what wasn't, but yeah. It's just chill over here. In stealth.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's roll for funsies. That is incorrect. That is a 28.
Well, for Valor in particular, it is important to keep track, even so.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that number is incorrect. And I will,
Maybe chilling there is the best idea for now.
Yeah.
Man, the song that's playing right now on the thing is really inappropriate.
Super chill, yeah.
Oh, mine already finished.
I have it on
I
loop.
set to loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, so, yeah, Lily's finding a good spot to hole up. What's Lake doing?
How high is the ceiling?
Well, the Balor is having to sort of slouch a bit in order to fit in here.
So, like 10 feet?
Closer to 20, actually.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I'll fly up basically to the ceiling, make myself a nice appealing target, and I will blast this sassy boy right here. Sassy spike boy.
Glabrazoo.
Yes.
Glabrazoo.
I'm gonna call him the spicy spike boy.
The spicy
Glazzy baby.
boy. Okay.
Yep. All right.
The Glavy boy.
Yeah, Glazzy boy. Oh, Glazzy boy. So, that's 4 Eldritch Blasts, I believe.
Kill that gazebo.
Tier 4.
So does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's...
Wait, you attack with your mace for some reason.
Oh, well, that's an even higher number, but it doesn't matter. 'cause
Behold your silver mace.
Yep. That's 3 hits. And that's 4 hits. Oh, wait. I forgot about Hex. I'm going to cast Hex on him first, and then I'll do all that shenanigans. So, -1 for my spells. And then, let's see.
Super chill jams.
4d10 plus 24 plus 4d6 plus 17. He takes 90 hit points worth of damage, 17 of which is radiant. If that makes any difference. It might, actually, considering they're demons.
Not radiant damage, no.
Okay. Hold on. Either way,
Oh,
yeah.
so there is some kind of damage that does extra. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I just blasted almost 100 hit points worth of health away.
Mm-hmm. And that did about half.
A little more. A little more.
Grenache.
Yamos.
Grenache?
Yamos, are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive. I just forgot I was muted for a second.
Okay.
Ah,
So, Grenache is pissed.
you do have all of those magic circle scrolls, and
I do. But I also kind of just want these things out of my sight right now. So, in an act of focusing my key, I decide, you know what? I'm gonna focus my energy about here.
and you
And I'm gonna put down a searing sunburst.
and what kind of damage does that do?
2d6 with extra 2d6 for every key point I spend, and I can use up to 3.
What kind of damage?
Radiant.
Okay.
So, drop it in the middle of these 3, and that's a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
DC 19.
As it happens, they do all have magic resistance.
Not sure if that counts as magic, actually.
If the word magic or magically appears in the description, it is sufficiently magic for resistance and anti-magic shell to work.
What's the spell again?
Yeah, magically knob, so...
Character ability.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
And, yeah. Magically create an orb, so that's your cue. In which case, 2 of them rolled natural 20s on their saving throws.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
And the last one got a 20.
So that's the equivalent of nothing then.
Not natural.
Oh, well.
Yes,
Well-
so you are running up next to one.
Yep. Another key point for patient defense.
Fair enough. Alright, in which case it
Ah,
is the
good.
Glabrazoo's time.
Have
They
a
need to make
machine
a
head.
wisdom save.
They make what saves now?
Wisdom save. Spirit
Wisdom.
Guardians.
All right. Lowest roll was a 23.
God. I'm glad I did not cast a thing that requires them to make a saving throw.
Well, that sucks, because that's
That's 2
That's
damage!
yeah.
See, it's funny because actually, if I cast anything, they have disadvantage because I'm stealthed. But
If nothing else, their speed is halved in the area, so
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, they have reach of 10 with their pincers.
poke, 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 poke.
And let's just get those rolls out of the way.
The Glabrazu 2E art on the wiki is really good.
Let me find...
Let me copy the image. I'll just post it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. It's easier.
Look at that boy. Look at that handsome boy.
I'm a good boy. Please give me treats.
Rub my belly.
What the fuck?
Alright, so these are with disadvantage,
yep.
but the top Glabrazu just rolled a 20 and a 22.
Comparatively, here's the 5E art.
The 20 does nothing thanks to the Shield of Faith. The 22 would match.
Okay, so that's a hit for 19 damage. And you are automatically grappled in the pincer.
Oh no.
Okay.
Which means that your movement speed has been reduced to 0, but nothing else has particularly happened. Unlike other creatures, it is only a grapple and not grapple and restrain. And then the other Glabrazu rolls its attacks. 13 and 12.
Those
So
do
he
nothing.
Straight up misses. And then they both cast spells. Grudash, what is your current hit points?
101.
101, not enough. But do keep in mind that these are spells they are casting.
I would like to know what spells. I know this power word something, but...
Power word anything is bad.
Yeah.
True.
Do you want to counterspell it, or should I?
I can't because I haven't acted yet.
Okay,
so
I
don't
will
have a reaction.
I will counterspell one of them, I guess, because if they're both casting the same thing, then you can only counterspell one as a reaction, right?
They are casting two different things, actually, so...
But I thought using counterspell took it your reaction, you only get one reaction.
Right, I was just saying, each Glabrazu is casting a spell as well as clawing.
Jeez, okay.
Because they got 4 arms. So you're going to have to choose
And
one or the other.
we can't tell what they're casting, or...
I mean, is power word something?
Well, I would allow Lake to roll Arcana.
Boy howdy.
Alright, the East Glabrazu seems to be casting a spell that is more ominous, but that means it's going to be harder to counter.
Alright, I'll counter that one then. If it's 5th level or lower, then it just
it's
automatically works. Okay. What kind of check do I have to make?
Your spell casting
Modifier.
attribute.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's technically a skill check, right? So.
Ability check. The
Yeah.
skill checks are
Spellcasting
ability checks.
check, yeah.
Right. So I get to do that with advantage at least. Yes, I am perfect.
That's enough.
Okay.
You counter the power word stun.
Nice.
And then the other Glabrezu casts confusion.
Oh no.
Oh, no, not minus
Grenache is
2.
going to hurt himself in his confusion.
Not
Grenache,
just
please
him.
stop punching your own face.
Confusion hits a 10-foot radius. So actually, three of you, aside from Lake, who is too high up,
Yes.
has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. Those things that I'm so good at. At least I have magic resistance now.
And also lucky.
And the Alhun has magic resistance, so it's going to be using that as well.
But I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Also an
Wisdom
exceptionally
Grenache.
good wisdom
Saving
bonus.
And Grenache has a pretty good wisdom bonus, so. Oh, well, I didn't realize he
Yeah,
had already
right.
rolled. Yeah.
What
Alrighty.
the actual fuck? Come on.
You can use a lucky.
I can. Yeah, I might as well. I don't know if that's going to be good enough.
16 against the Glabrezu's save matches.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Hooray.
Nice.
However, Grenache failed and is confused.
Oh god, that seems wonderful.
Yeah, confusion does some fun stuff, and by fun, I mean awful.
Yeah, I'm looking at what it does, and it's magical.
And it's technically not a charm or fear effect.
Oh shit, it isn't?
Nope.
Oh, so
it's
I'm
its
not-
own thing.
I'm not immune to it. Shit.
But it is concentration.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about to have
Actually,
a real bad
so
time.
I believe Shield of Faith is too, so Grenache should roll a Constitution saving throw for that too. You took 19, so it's just beat a 10.
Well, back down to 20 then.
Grenache is rolling like Grenache tonight.
Seems that way.
Well, it lasted against the first barrage, and that's something. Aurelia, you're up. You're not confused.
All right. First question. Can I see the flag?
I would need a perception check, and that would require an action.
Oh, it'll take an action to
Yep.
To
Look-
search for it.
Yep.
search for. Okay, so I just meant like, is it obvious where it is? Can I clearly see it from where I am?
It is
I'm
not clearly. It is not clearly visible, which is why it would require an action to search
okay.
for it.
Yeah, no, I was saying you answered my question by saying it would require an action to search for it. Fair enough. Because we don't actually have to fight this out. Like, if we could get the flag, we could just leave.
Yeah,
Whatever, the song's
that's
fucking
why they
snazzy.
hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, go big or go home, right?
If we can
Follow
kill,
your idiot
if we can
dreams.
kill this
Strongly-
boy.
Kill. Yeah. I mean, killing would be interesting. I was considering. I mean,
Killing is always interesting.
how good at wisdom saving throws do you think these guys are?
Pretty
'Cause I
good,
feel like the
and
answer
they
is pretty
prob-
good.
I think it's pretty good, and I think they also have spell resistance.
I
Yeah,
could
that
assure you,
doesn't-
you
that
won't
doesn't
like the
matter.
answer.
That doesn't matter because it's a charm effect. So
I'm just saying,
I
I could
was-
assure you, you don't want to know the answer.
Because, like, if I really wanted to, I could try to banish the Baylor. That would be worth a laugh.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Up until it
yeah.
wasn't.
I mean, I wasn't thinking the Baylor. I figure it's probably got really good saves. I was basically thinking of casting Dominate Monster on one of the Glabrezu.
That probably wouldn't work, like, because they probably have some good spell stuff.
Well, okay, but it's like
Worth
It's
a
better
shot.
than nothing.
spell
Yeah.
save DC is 20, so like if they have, and they won't have advantage on it because I can cancel that out with my thing. So
It might actually be.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't be doing nothing. I would be doing something else. But I mean,
Well, no, that's what I mean though. Is I'm saying specifically
Yeah.
Kalon.
So all right, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. I mean, blow my 8th level slot, but I don't think Power Word Stun will work on these guys anyway. So
It might, depending on their hit.
well, I'm sure it'll work
Alright.
on the one that is already down to
Time for the
Partial
super
health.
boys.
and that would guarantee it loses 1 turn, I guess. I could also make the Baylor dance.
It just works.
It just works.
It does just work, and it won't be able to move. I'm sure it will successfully save at the end of its turn, but it would just take a turn away from it.
Got to see
It
those
has to
fucking
spend
moves.
an action to save.
Right.
Could you
That's
show us
one
its
action
fucking
it's
moves?
not spending crushing your face in.
Oh god, no, please no. I need that. I need that face.
Oh, I thought you were saying you need to see Aurelia's face getting crushed in. And I was like, that's mean, even for Lily.
No.
All right.
I value my face.
I'm gonna cast Dominate Monster on the Glabrezu with more. Oh no! Wait, hold on. Which one cast the confusion spell?
Top one.
Top one. Because I could also get. Wait, sorry. Did someone end up getting hit by the confusion spell?
Grenache.
Grenache did. Okay, so I could also free him from that. I think. If I dominated him, would that automatically?
You could tell him to stop it and just stop it.
Yeah. Breaking concentration isn't even an action, so
Okay, so what do we? Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah, that seems like
I'll try it on that one then.
unfucking up Grenache is probably more important right now.
Dominate monster. So the spell save DC is 20, and it's a Wisdom saving throw. I have advantage, but also disadvantage, and also another source of disadvantage. But it all cancels out to being just normal. So.
alright. Just reviewing the spell text. Alright. 16 plus 7.
Fuck!
It was worth
Told
it.
you didn't want to know.
Well, I mean, if it was +7, then odds were in my favor there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just got unlucky. All right.
Yeah, they just rolled really high.
Well, as I'm gonna pull up my shield and use dodge or
Well-
whatever as a bonus action.
The good news is that both Lily and I moved before Grenache. And that, I doubt that thing will be able to...
I'm wondering if I should like move
Succeed.
over here or
Concentration.
something to try to like spread us out more.
That might help.
Alright. Unlike the Glabrezu, the Balor does not actually have spells.
Yeah, he's already got enough cool shit going on that could instantly murder us that he doesn't need spells.
Yeah, no, instead he just moves a little bit forward and uses his whip on Grenache.
Jesus, what's the range on that thing?
30 feet.
A lot.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, Baylors are motherfuckers.
Also, the whip is made out of fire.
Yes.
Okay, so he's just a Balrog then.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it
That has
right.
been true since first edition, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Did not make the connection until now, but the names are pretty similar.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure the only reason they didn't call it Balrog was because Tolkien estate.
Yeah. I mean, that's why all the names are slightly different in the first edition book.
Yeah, it's the best kind of distinct. Legally distinct.
All right, well, this is still with disadvantage because of Grenache's patient defense.
Yeah, it's like why people use, like Gazer or Evil Eye all the fucking time.
But he did get a 22.
Brain Gorger was a monster that I once had to fight in a non-official Wizards of the Coast module that could not use Mind Flayer.
Well, that beats me.
All right. 20 damage, including just 4 from fire, and you must make a strength saving throw.
The sound of that.
Grenache, ever the whipping boy.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Tiamat, I'm so sorry.
Oh my.
You get yanked out of the Balor's claw, so you're no longer grappled. But you are now adjacent to the Balor.
Which causes other problems.
Yes, because that was multi-attack, and he is now going to use his longsword.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
Oh!
But misses.
Fair enough.
That makes me happy that he missed.
Yeah.
it doesn't make me happy that this guy is next to me is now disengaged from Grunat. That's not a thing that I like.
This is my hole, it was made for me.
I mean, I want to throw out there, if Lily wants to become invisible and not participate in the fight and just try to find the flag so we can peace out,
I think our best chance is actually just killing these guys.
Well, welcome to the big leagues, gentlemen.
Yeah.
At least it's not 3rd edition, where the Baylor also has a Vorpal sword that can instantly kill you if you just get a crit.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. So dexterity save.
The Vorpal sword was also made out of lightning.
To be fair, its normal longsword isn't terribly pleasant.
I mean, yes, but also.
5th edition damage is not fun, but at least all the instant death stuff is mostly gone.
Yeah, like Phantasmal Killer is still there, but that still requires like 3 saves or something stupid like that before you die.
I think it's just persistent but significant damage. Anyway, speaking of go big or go home, a narrow green beam shoots out from Harvey's finger.
But you...
I love it. Whose arm is
And-
turning into ash?
The Glabrezu that has been injured rolled a 7 on the die, and unlike a lot of its saving throws, dexterity is not proficient.
Oh. That's good to know.
Please tell me this thing just
And
turns...
disintegrate is force damage,
Yes.
which is not something it can deal with.
Yes.
And with 76 damage, it evaporates.
Thank you, Harvey.
Harvey is a good friend.
Lily, the Balor is engaged.
It's true.
Congratulations to him.
I know.
I'm so happy.
I always thought he was afraid of commitment, but here we are.
He and Gandalf really connected while falling down that endless pit.
Yeah, just let me check my things real quick. This is very important.
Are we rule of action economying this and still going after the other still big but relatively smaller guy?
I don't know.
Well, in Lily's
Probably.
case, there's a simple amount of mathematics.
Well, I mean,
Simple matter of mathematics.
if she's hidden from this guy, then she would get advantage anyway.
You just want more time with the Baylor. Also, you're afraid. Yeah, I'm just trying to think also because of my favorite enemy and how that works.
Fiends are your advanced favorite enemy, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, that's what I was
has
curious
no
about.
chance to apply.
Yep, that's what I was just wondering about. Okay, so regardless, what do you mean you hate all of us? I haven't done anything.
I think he's talking about the
Those demons.
Yeah, fiends are an option for the advanced favorite enemy. So, regardless of which one you have picked, it would not
I just
apply.
wasn't sure. Regardless, though, now it's a choice of how useful do I want to be. It's the real question here. You know what? The Valor's a meaty boy, so I'm gonna go for this fucker.
Okay.
This fucker.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, keep in mind these things can apparently go twice in one turn.
Yeah, they're multi-attack.
Yeah, well, multi-attack, and also they can cast spells in the same turn.
Regardless, though.
It's not going twice. It's a very robust multi-attack.
Okay.
Alright. So, regardless, here we are. Here I am. It's 8d6, okay. So I need to make sure my numbers. 2d10 plus 6 plus 8d6.
All right, that happens.
And then I will stealth again. I love this hole. It's beautiful.
It's a very nice hole.
You gonna roll the dice anytime? There we go.
All right, like
Just fucking D20 was like roll 20 was choking for a second.
See if there's any that can act.
oh yeah, confusion is definitely down because the guy who cast it is dust.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
What
no
is
longer
it?
exists on this plane of existence. I think he's back in the abyss. I think that's how that works. So just zappy this guy 4 times. Hopefully all 4. That's a hit. That's a natural 20. I was waiting for. That's 2 natural
That's another
20s.
Jesus
Your luck
Christ.
fills me with disgust.
Can you give some to me?
I honestly wish. So that is 6d10 plus 6d6 plus 24 plus 17.
So you used your bonus action to move over the hex.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but yes.
I do
Hexes.
prefer having that announced.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I forgot that you have to do that, but yes, I spent my bonus action moving that over. So 89 damage. Not quite enough to kill it, though.
All
I
right.
fucking despise your luck.
And the weird thing is, even with 2 criticals, I still did not roll as well as I did the first time, so it still did less damage.
Well, Grenache, you are not grappled.
I'm also not confused.
Mm-hmm. The
And I'm
turn is
starting-
yours.
And I'm standing right in front of the demon. Well,
Yeah, about that.
yeah, about that. I'll take it.
All right.
I'm hoping that's a hit.
No, I was just reading some of the other stuff Ballers do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that.
Oh god.
All right. Yeah, it certainly does hit.
Okay. The 5 is lightning, in case that matters.
That does matter.
For good
does.
reasons or bad reasons?
Bad
I'm guessing
reasons.
bad reasons.
They're bad
Bad.
reasons.
Bad reasons.
I don't know.
There's a thing about the Baylor.
All right. 19 minus 3, 16 damage taken, and then 11 damage to Grenache from the fire aura.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out
Yikes.
they don't like it when things get real close to them.
Well, I don't know. This guy does seem to like it, or else he's sending out some real mixed signals.
Well, it's more like things getting close to it don't like it.
True.
That's also fair.
And yes, that is going to be per attack.
Well, that's something I absolutely can't keep up.
But you already have spent your action on an attack, and you have a second one you can use here or move over to the Glabber Zoo.
If I tried to move, though, it would get an opportunity attack.
By the time you get close enough to the Glabber Zoo, yes.
Trying to think.
I'm gonna pop a patient defense. And then I'll make a move towards this thing.
All right. It's going to attack you with this longsword.
Yep, with disadvantage for patient defense. That's a hit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Can Aurelia use her bard thing to try and reduce that below a 22?
Oh.
20 now because it's Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yes,
I mean, I could.
it's still certainly within her range.
Yeah, I mean, it's a D12 now that I can subtract, so sure, I'll try that. I don't think I'm going to be using it on anything. Well, I guess I
You
could.
need a 7 or better. Oh,
No.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I tried.
Right.
that's fine.
You didn't try, you just suggested.
Hey, the suggestion was my try.
Well, so you succeeded. I'm the one who failed.
38 damage from the flaming longsword.
Yep, that's a sting. Still, hopefully I can finish this thing off before...
Yeah, hopefully you can kill off that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
And 20.
With the 20, you run up behind it as it's looking over at the spellcaster who destroyed its friends. Maybe friend, ally, compatriot?
Lover.
Probably not.
Pal.
You don't know that.
And using the
Acquaintance.
potion
I mean,
as
Yes, while it's distracted, you stab it with its spear into where its heart should be, and apparently you got close enough, because down it goes. And, but it soon begins dissolving into nothingness,
and
as demons do on the prime material plane.
Visk,
Yep.
Visk, you say you don't know that, but this is Bobbin's world. If anybody knows it, it's going to be Bobbin.
And using a healing potion is a free action.
Yes.
Okay, using one of my
Free item
superior
use.
ones then.
Chug your Estes. Chug your Estes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, you probably are.
And for the sake of the others, I then rush back towards this guy.
Oh,
Let me
don't
see
worry, you're the only one in 30 feet at this point.
Yeah,
right?
please don't rush back towards
No,
them.
I think it's more along the lines of
Grenache, okay, Timos,
Billy.
don't run towards him. Please run backwards. I have a plan.
I will say that on its turn, it would need to whip you in order to longsword you again.
Good shot.
You are the only person it could whip. You are the only person it would want to whip.
Kinky.
Okay.
It doesn't
well,
want to whip the literal.
Okay, Aurelia
Angel
will
child.
shout at Grenache, run over here. Okay? Run backwards, Grenache. Run backwards. Here, towards me. This way, please.
Right. As a monk, you've probably got plenty of movement to spare still.
Yeah, I could move right there if that's the idea.
Yeah, well, if you can get, how far away from it can you get?
Not that far.
That's 30 feet. That's still close enough. All right, well, I can use telekinesis.
I mean-
that's harder.
I mean, Grenache's idea is as long as it's going for me. it's
No,
not going for
okay, but
anyone else.
do you understand that the idea is that I would stop it from going for anyone, right? Because we have a longer range than it does. So if we can get out of its range and stop it from moving, then we can attack it with impunity and it can't attack back.
Unless it moves towards us.
Yes, that's why I said if we can stop it from moving. That's what I'm going to try to do, is stop it from moving. You understand?
Okay, so today was 40, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure you got at least 50 at this point.
Yeah, I got another 10, so
So you can just squeeze yourself in between the...
Okay.
Well,
So-
I'm not sure if you've got the resistance to difficult terrain. But in any event, that is also out of its reach, so...
All right. Okay, so now I would like to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance, I think.
It just works.
Yeah, it just works.
It
And now it
just
can't
works.
move. It has disadvantage if it can somehow attack us. We have advantage against it, but it has to use an action to end the thing.
Well, it is its turn.
Yeah.
And this is a saving throw against magic.
Good shot.
Correct, yes.
Let's see. Wisdom,
Yes, it's a wisdom save.
21.
All right, that is just barely good enough.
Well,
You know,
you
I've
did
learned.
spend its action for it.
Yeah, I mean, my only intention there was to stop it for a round, because that gives us a whole round of attack on it.
You know what a funny thing I've learned?
Hmm.
Slow doesn't have the word magic in it.
If it's a spell, it's already assumed.
I'm aware.
All right, let's see here. Scorching Ray, no.
No, Harvey's smarter than that.
Lightning, not that effective. Oh, actually, he can help with the whole slowing it down thing, too. I mean, it probably won't help that much. It's a really strong dude. But it's worth a shot. Let's see here. 20 foot square. He is himself a 15-foot square. So this is just a...
He is a real square, isn't he?
Demons tend to be.
There's a bunch of black tentacles start reaching up out of the ground and walls in order to attempt to restrain this guy.
Everett's black tentacle.
I now have a cat on my lap.
Congratulations.
I feel so blessed.
Which one?
It's Lily.
Okay.
All right.
Finally, it's time for red line.
That'll take effect back on his turn. Lily.
Okay, so you know what? For funsies, I'm also going to cast slow on him.
All right. What kind of saving throw is that?
That is wisdom. And also, technically speaking, he does not have advantage because he would normally be rolling with disadvantage because I'm stealth.
All right. Does that apply to saving throw spells?
Any spell cast. I'll read you the exact wording, just so you know. It's specifically magical ambush.
So it's specifically an arcane trickster feature.
Yep. When
right,
I cast a spell while hidden, the target have disadvantage against the spell.
23.
Oof. Big oof.
Big oof.
I'm gonna hide
Wait.
again.
Bonus action to move Hex over to it. I remembered it this time.
No, it's 28. Go on.
All right.
Alright, and then, time to do what I usually do, because Eldritch Blast is, at this point, probably my best spell.
Has it ever not been?
There was a time when Finger of Death outpaced it.
And in any event, this guy is
Jesus fucking Christ.
And, I'm spending 2 luck. My 4th one is also a natural 20.
fair enough.
So, not dot roll. Slash roll.
Say,
So-
how much luck have you spent?
Just this 2, because the other one was from a different day. So 6,
Okay.
10.
The raid on the smugglers was earlier today.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was the same day.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's all my luck then, I believe.
Mhm.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear.
Okay, so I'm out of luck, but that's fine.
Damn right you are.
66 plus 6 plus 66 plus 24 plus 17. Another 90. 17 of which is radiant, the rest of which is force.
I now have a loaf upon my lap.
All right, Grenache.
Question. Would I understand that this is considered a fiend?
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah.
You don't even need any word of advice or explanation from Temper. This thing, when they put fiend in the dictionary,
Oh my god, you're in my brain.
this is the illustration that goes next to it.
Yeah, if there's any doubt in your mind, you're not very bright.
With that in consideration, then, Grenache moves forward again. Not going into the miasma that's in front.
It's fine, you're still gonna get hit by the aura.
Pulls out a scroll,
Only if you-
activates it, sets it down. Magic circle.
Yeah, only if you start your turn there, right?
only if it starts its turn and you're still there,
Or you punch it.
or you make a melee attack. Yes.
Well, obviously. It's like a circle, but made of magic.
All right. What's the
Oh,
radius
duh.
of that spell?
10-foot radius.
Fucked up that you just have a
about
magic
fits in there,
circle.
I believe. No?
Oh, that's a 5-foot radius. Hang
I
on.
was going to say that.
Yeah, its range is 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder.
Which, given the measurement earlier, that goes right from floor to ceiling.
Putting it on him,
Yep.
facing inwards.
Yep.
So what does that do?
It forces him to stay in his little spot
Oh, nice.
and
It's a creature
not
type
Personal
cross.
circle, if you would.
And nothing he can do can cross the circle unless he makes a saving throw.
Has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets outside the cylinder. And none of us can be charmed, frightened, or possessed by it.
Nice.
Cool.
I wasn't scared. Were you scared?
No, I was never scared.
And I wasn't scared, but that's because I'm hiding.
One would say that the act of hiding admits that you are scared.
That's called being cautious, not scared. There's a difference. Being scared implies fear.
Yeah, and the reason that this is actually so much more powerful, or so extremely useful, is because normally it casts a minute to cast. But Gurnash put it on a scroll, which always has a casting time of 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
Smart.
One of the few smart things I managed to do this time around, I think.
You would make a good
Billy,
wizard every once in a while.
All right.
Right.
Is Grenache finished?
Lily,
Yeah,
why
are
must you sniff my face?
Are you going to back away, though?
Yeah.
All right, well, it does get to attack past the circle, but with disadvantage.
Doesn't it also
I
need to
mean,
make a
it's-
charisma saving throw?
No, only if it tries to leave.
Okay.
And it can only try to leave using magical means.
Hmm.
It cannot physically cross this circle.
Because it's a magic
So
circle.
it's a little like Force Cage then.
A bit. But like the Glabber Zoo that got killed earlier. Oh, wait.
Also, importantly, it lasts for an hour.
And doesn't require
So it's
concentration.
Force Cage.
And it missed.
So this
Yep. Barely, but yes.
All right. So what do I want to try to do to it? That's the real question, because I don't
You can make it
have a
dance
ton
again.
of.
That's what, man. The ending theme of Red Line's so
really,
fucking good.
I want to save my 7th level spell slot.
Oh, that's how much of a level? How high a level is?
6.
The dance is 6. I can
Oh,
only
I
cast it
didn't-
once.
I didn't know that. I thought it was lower than
Yeah.
that. Okay.
No. Too powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is like, in terms of just damage output, most of my damage output is melee, and I don't really want to get close to that thing.
Fair. 100% fair.
You know, I'm just throwing a wild guess out there that Fireball may not be incredibly effective against this fire demon, so I don't really feel like that's a great option.
Demon that appears to be made of fire to some extent.
I mean, I guess I could just Eldritch Blast it. That feels so
Yeah.
lame,
Yeah. just
especially in
Eldritch Blast
comparison
it.
to. Oh yeah, I also should use my Hexblade's Curse or whatever.
It's.
Um,
I think. Oh, that's right. Because
I
it only applies to
do
me.
still.
It only applies to me.
I do
Yeah.
still, I do still get the 4 beams, which is kind of nice. They're just
Yeah.
really piddly compared to lakes, but
Yeah, because you don't
whatever.
get like +6 per beam worth of damage.
You know, you do still have that wind push from the rod.
I do, but would that be helpful here?
Well, it cannot physically cross the magic circle, so it would take all of the damage from hitting an object immediately.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, I think I have that written down on my other computer, so I don't actually have your description of it.
I've got it here. Just gotta check. Let's see here. Where did I put that?
Fighting a Balor, it's not even a boss fight. This is like a mini boss.
Yeah, it doesn't have legendary actions. It's a mini boss.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to fight the Lich that does have legendary actions and will most likely kill us all.
Here it is.
I think he might still be better.
DC 17 strength saving throw or be tossed 3d6 times 10 feet in the direction of the user's choice. And if it collides with a solid object, it will take an inequivalent amount of falling damage for the distance it would have traveled.
Okay. Well, all right. So, do I need to roll?
No, it would be a strength saving throw on his part.
Right. Okay. Well, this thing's probably pretty strong, but
Probably.
Yeah, it is pretty strong, so
You would be correct.
it might not work.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Eldritch Blast is a safer bet.
Yes, it is definitely a safer bet.
All right, I'll just
need to make 4 attack rolls, but still.
Yeah, but I do crit on a 19 or 20 because I put the thing on it, so that's cool. Do we have advantage on it because of the thing, or no?
No.
The Lake has advantage because of Foresight.
Right, okay.
A 9th level spell.
Quite frankly, probably the best 9th level spell in the game.
Cool. Well, no, it's not, but...
What is better
it's
than...
up there.
It's...
Wish.
Oh, Wish. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
24s hit.
24s do hit, okay.
14s do not.
Yeah, I was pretty sure 14 did. Well, that's pretty pathetic
Don't
then.
think you have any invocations, so that's just 2d10.
Yeah,
plus your Hexblade bonus dice.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
An extra 2d6.
Wait, is that how that works?
Yeah, it's per hit.
What per hit?
Which is why Eldritch Blast is my best spell now, because, like, even Finger of Death.
Wait, why? Sorry, I'm not clear where those bonus dice are coming from.
Every time you hit, you get an extra d6 of damage against your Hexblade target. Wait, if you're using Hexblade Curse, that is different than rank.
Yeah, that's
Hex
yeah. I add my proficiency bonus to damage rolls. Yeah, so that's an extra 12 damage. Right.
Oh, so you basically do the same damage output. Okay.
Well, only when I do the Hexblade's Curse, which is for me is once per short rest. And it's one creature. I can't change the target.
Oh, okay.
It took a total of 19 damage. I've applied that, and now it's his turn.
That was pretty pathetic, and I'll dodge again or whatever.
I mean,
just in case.
It's better than nothing.
He will attempt to teleport out of this magic circle and associated Evert's nonsense. But
all right,
Everts does go first, so let's check the dexterity saving throw. The advantage 11 plus 2 does not beat Harvey's saving throw. Let's see, Evert's Black Tentacles. Alright, 3d6 bludgeoning damage. from a magic source. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job, Harvey. But yeah, he is currently restrained. But rather than try and break the restraint, it is going to try and teleport away.
Can I counterspell that?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
It is not a spell. It is an action.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob already said he can't cast spells, I think.
Yeah, but also spell-like abilities can be counterspelled. So I was just making sure.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
No, that is the sort of thing I was talking about. But, alright, so we'll make a charisma saving throw against Grunash's magic circle DC. What was that?
I believe it's 18?
18. He rolled 26.
I think this is a little higher than 18, yeah.
And he can teleport up to, what is that, 120 feet away? So now he's here.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Approximately how much damage have we done to it? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I can't cast Power Word Stun anymore anyway. I already used my 8th level spell slot.
Yeah, you should be able to see his health bar.
Yeah, but we don't see the number.
Oh, I can see his bar, but I can't see the number. Are we supposed to be able to see the number?
No.
Okay.
I do not allow that.
I was going to say, if this
That
whole
one-
time you'd been expecting us to be able to see it, that would have been funny.
That's too much meta knowledge. I think
No, I'm totally fine with that.
yeah.
I was just suddenly surprised.
Harvey gonna.
Well, Harvey's a bit worried. Already spent his 6th level spell. 1 5th level spell. Oh, but there is one thing he can do. Mind Blast.
Yeah, he's not from this planet. He's not immune to it.
Yeah. And even if it catches you guys in the cone, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't affect you guys.
Nice.
I know can feel brain.
Yeah. The one downside is that this is actively a magical ability. Psionics and magic are close enough that magic resistance still works. However, it is an intelligence saving throw. Which is the only other saving throw it doesn't have. Rolls with advantage, 11. Ooh, plus 5. Matches the saving throw.
Oh. Does it still take
And-
like half damage or something?
Not from Mind Blast, no, it's all or nothing. Lily.
Boy, howdy.
He does also dismiss the Evert's tentacles.
Does the magic circle stays there though?
Yeah, that's just there for a while.
I have a question. Can something be put into the magic circle?
The magic circle is inward facing.
Right, so like if something went into the magic circle, would it then be trapped in there?
If pushed in there, would
Like
it
if
trap
you
them,
pushed him
basically?
into the magic circle, would he be back in the magic circle and need to teleport out again?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, I have a plan, guys.
Yeah, because if it's reversed, then yeah, it only blocks him from leaving the cylinder, not going back into it.
Guys, I have a plan.
It's a good plan, but
It's a good plan, but I might need to duck.
That's fine.
As it is Lily's turn right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm just debating if I want to attempt slow again or not, but no, I'll just shoot it in the face.
All right, roll with advantage.
Yeah, give me a sec. Sometimes Roll20 decides that when I double click, I'm actually just want to move the thing and not actually open it up. So regardless, shoot him in the face.
It does have true sight, but hiding is one of the small number of things that true sight doesn't work for.
Get angry.
So yeah,
Get angry, please.
I'm quite angry actually. Because I'm fucking tired of shit getting in my way getting this flag. I'm tired of fucking demons fucking everything up. Also, it's way too fucking warm in here. I hate it. It's awful.
Okay, just to let you guys know, I do have to go in like a few minutes, so I'm
Okay.
just hoping we can finish the fight, and then I'll
Yeah.
just...
This is the last thing, so...
And then I have.
Yeah, and then Lake's probably gonna end up killing it right now.
Oh, fair enough.
Don't say those things.
I know. I say it, and now I'm gonna roll nothing but like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1.
There's certain things you should never say.
All right. Well, either way. Well.
Jesus fucking... How many of those have you rolled?
Like
A
5.
lot. It's fucking ridiculous, and honestly, it's kind of annoying.
Well, better you guys getting it than me.
Yeah, fair.
I'm aware. It's just like a little bit frustrating seeing how often you roll well.
I mean, he does roll a lot of dice, so...
Even
yeah,
so,
fine.
it's too consistent.
The Vorpal ability of the lightning sword is no longer applicable, but it does roll its dice 3 times on
Well-
a critical.
I only rolled 76 damage.
That is enough.
Well, that was
I feel like
easy.
number
At
has
which
been
point,
lagging.
It starts laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it explodes. I'm aware.
Everyone's within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Am I?
Everyone. Yes,
Yeah.
the roof is 20 feet.
But I'm 12 feet away from it. So 12 plus 20 is 32.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You
I'm
still
not,
got clipped.
I'm just being pedantic. I will roll.
You forget also it's tall. You're forgetting that fact. So
yeah.
if you really want to get pedantic, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Its head is level with yours.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you want to really fucking split hairs.
So yes,
but regardless.
everybody rolled a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Beat a
Oh, was
20.
that save? Okay.
okay.
Beat a 20.
No, I'm not actually.
I don't beat it, but I do have it, and by have I mean I turn it into a quarter.
I 14.
I got a half.
I'm gonna use lucky on it. Fuck.
Everyone fails.
It's fine. I only take a quarter damage.
Did you roll?
Yeah, I got a 14.
No, did Lily roll?
I thought I did. Did I
No,
not?
you didn't.
Ah,
Seeing
fucking
your roll here.
roll 28 my roll. God damn it. Let me roll again. Yeah. Did I write no for proficient? God damn it, whatever. So I put no for proficient, but I'm proficient in dex saves. So actually, I think that's just a 20. Or high. Well, my proficiency bonus is 6 actually, so it'd be 21. Yeah, I'm fine. Fuck all y'all.
Yep, no damage at all. And this
No
is
damage.
not. This is actively not a magical ability. It is exploding into the flames it is made of.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I
then
am
I guess
aware.
I would have rolled with disadvantage. So, whatever, it doesn't matter anyway.
Wait, disadvantage?
Well, because I have disadvantage on dexterity,
Dex
Right.
But,
Rod.
It doesn't
but I
matter.
have advantage on magic stuff, so... I thought it canceled out, but it doesn't, so it's fine.
Doesn't matter. You
Yep,
failed
and
anyway.
Harvey not the most dexterous boy. So 19 or a 20. No. No, that wasn't probably.
Fuck all y'all, I'm great.
Okay.
Every time we get exploded, you're fine.
I know, it's wonderful. Wow, I'm glad I didn't get hit.
Is that fire damage?
Yes, it is.
I take half of that.
All right.
I take off that.
All right.
30. So 31.
And Grenache, just being Grenache, also takes half, which means this does not kill anybody. Don't bother
Finally.
tracking.
Oh, whoops. I did not mean to change my max health. That was incorrect.
I can't see Aurelia's health.
I have
Yeah,
69
I
health left. Nice.
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 I can't actually see Aurelia's health.
Well, that happened.
Neither.
Ow. Alright, let's find the fucking flag and leave.
Yeah, this place sucks.
Time for investigate.
That was about right.
Would this be an investigation roll?
Oh, yeah, it can be an investigation roll as well.
There we go. Let's fucking get it and call it a day.
Alright, yeah, you head out, and you find out it's, behind the table over, behind where the Balor was.
God damn it, that's where what I was gonna guess. We could have just stolen it and gone.
Yeah, but we
Fucking
killed
leave.
him. Baylor.
I don't care. I just want to go. Let's fucking leave.
Yeah, we killed the Baylor. That's awesome.
Alright, yeah, let's go.
Actually, you know what? Could just teleport to the ship. I don't want to walk.
I'm not gonna teleport you to the ship. Come on.
I don't think we have the ability to teleport to the ship right now. I think we're out of the spells that high a level.
No, I'm not. I could do it, but I don't see a
What
point in
about-
doing that. Where we can use that to teleport to drop off the flag.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying,
So
let's go to this wolf.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright.
I need
Like,
to
we need
rest.
to get back to the lamprey anyway, so...
Alright, I'll stay behind.
thanks, Harv.
Just collect your guides on the way out. And
Yeah.
I figure it would make sense for me to stay in the inner planets. So, which one do you want me to check next?
Whichever's closest is fine, I'm sure.
At this point, either Rathlor or Quitor would work.
You know what, Harvey? Go where your heart tells you.
Your heart is telling you to go to
Cold,
Rathlor.
desiccated heart.
Yeah, just go to Rathlor.
Just go where your heart tells you, Harvey.
Yeah, and your heart is telling you Rathlor.
I don't tell him when his heart is telling him. Okay, that's rude.
Let's just fucking leave. I'm
I'll
done.
just go to Quitor.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Sure, why
Yeah, don't
not?
listen to them, Harvey. Do what.
It's a
you
smaller
wanna do.
planet. It'll be faster to find the flags.
Okay, well,
Fair
that
enough.
sounds like you're doing what your brain is telling you, Harvey. That's not what I said, but you know what? I'll let it slide this
Just-
time.
Let's just go! Oh my god!
Yeah. Let's go.
If your heart's telling you anything, you should see a doctor. I'm leaving.
I was assuming we were having this discussion on the walk back. So,
Yeah.
In Grenache's case, a bit of a limp back.
Yeah,
I will
you find,
heal
like,
you,
a
you baby.
like aside from the fact that a lot of the building is on fire, you find some assorted fallen gold pieces. So like 10.
I'm not even gonna write that down, honestly.
cool. I mean, I'm sure Lily will take them.
Enjoy your pity gold.
But yeah, aside from that, yeah. Oh, but there is one other thing that Harvey mentions on the way out, which is just that. So, sounds like Prince Orcus knows what you guys are up to.
Yeah, how do you
Probably.
figure that out exactly?
Sounds like he's a
Oh,
bit
it's
angry.
probably the Lich.
Yeah, we haven't exactly been subtle.
But how does
Well-
he know that we plan to give it to Democrat? Did we tell anyone that?
Well, Prince Orcus is would want to stop you in a general sense. I figure the reason he's interested right now is because that lich that's also in the running told him.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's
he is the
interesting.
prince of
I
The
did some
undead.
research on how to become a lich back in the day when I was still alive. Something I found out is that one of the most reliable ways you can find out how to become a lich is by asking Orcus. Since he
Right,
wants,
because he's the undead guy.
he wants as much of the multiverse to be dead or undead as possible, so he's actually pretty reasonable what he asks for in exchange for the information. I figure that Lich isn't like beholden to Orcus. That's not exactly how demons work.
They're just like drinking buddies.
But he would want to exchange they would still exchange information. Orcus probably promised the Lich something in exchange for making sure you guys don't win.
Fair
Well-
enough. I'm still confused about how Orcus knew about our plan at all, but that's fine. I probably did tell people. I do overshare sometimes, as has been pointed out.
Everyone was lost to know they knew where the flag was and why they didn't pick it up
All right.
themselves.
Well, we got the
Because
flag.
they wanted to kill you guys. He's
Yeah.
probably got other plans elsewhere in this sphere.
I've got to go, so I will see you guys next week. Good session. See you later.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was a good session. We killed the
We
Baylord.
could have just teleported out though, like. Well, no, we could have teleported to what's his face directly.
That's true.
Olgaroth.
Yeah, Olgaroth, and then waited and gone to the lamprey. That's kind of more what I meant.
Well, it's just that you also had to pick up your two guides first.
True.
Once you got them, and Harvey explains the whole Lich situation, then you teleport to Olgaroth, and I'll go over the minutia next time.
Yeah, my point is we just didn't really need to go to the ship.